Says survivors. You didn't know that 95% of airplanes that crash, there is somebody that walks away with their life intact. It is hard for you to tell because you're sitting on a road with people who got on their church face and you've got no clue and no evidence that they've come through a crash, but you were sitting next to somebody who survived being laid off, survived having their heart broken, survived being in an unsupportive family, survived being stabbed in the back by phony friends, survived being hated on by church members, survived having their dreams short-circuited, survived going through pains and problems and sickness, divorce and diseases and death. But by looking at them, you got no evidence of it because they're able to say, I walked away with no scratches. And you ought to just be shouting because folks got no idea what you had to walk away from, but you survived the crash. The FAA, ladies and gentlemen, has in fact recently released a publication that is now in circulation of what to do so that you can survive a plane crash. And ladies and gentlemen, they say to you, hear me, that your probability for survival goes up, hear me, by 40%, watch this, based off of where you sit on the plane. So if you sit in the back of the plane, you have a higher possibility of surviving. This is not for everybody. Some of you need to know you are not being public punished. Some of you need to know God has placed you in the back because he was trying to protect you. He didn't want you seen and up front right now because he knew you were not prepared for the attack. And that's why some of you are getting blessed because you come to church and you ain't trying to be in the clique, you ain't trying to be in the circle, you ain't trying to be in Bishop's face, you just trying to get your word, mind your business, and go home. And God said, those of you who've been in the back of the line, your seat is about to change. I'm getting ready to shift you to the front of the line because I wanted to see if you would be faithful over a few things. It all depends on where you sit on the plane. Ladies and gentlemen, the stewardess comes and makes the announcement before the aircraft takes off. She says, watch this, in the unlikely event of an emergency landing. That's a code word for crash. In an unlikely event of an emergency landing, watch this, an oxygen mask will in fact drop from the ceiling. Apply it to yourself before you try to assist anybody else. This is just for 200 radical worshipers. God told me to tell you, in this season, I am giving you permission to be selfish. I am giving you season to take care of yourself. You've been doing everything for everybody else, but the Negroes didn't appreciate it. They didn't say thank you. You couldn't even sleep worried about them. You fasting and they eating. God said in this season, buy the shoes, cut your water. Take yourself on a trip. You gotta do something for you, because you poured out already. Be seated, please. He said, this is the season that I got to do something for myself. Would you elbow your neighbor, tell him this next shout is not for my kids. It is not for my bishop. It is not even for you. But when I give God this next shout, it's for a Jabez anointing. Lord, bless me indeed. I need you to enlarge my territory. If you need God to do something for you before Labor Day, I want you to shout for yourself like, God, you gotta do this for me. I can't hear nobody. I need you to shout like the raise is for you, like the promotion is for you, like the 5-carat Tiffany ring is for you. You ought to shout like I'm doing this for myself. Now, I misspoke and I gotta go back and then I'll be finished. There was an oversight on my part, and I take full responsibility for it. So I need to clean it up just to exonerate myself. So you didn't think I didn't do my due diligence. I said to you, ladies and gentlemen, that in the unlikely event of an emergency, your survival goes up, hear me, based off of what seat you sit in. I told you how that you've got to apply oxygen to yourself first. God help me. There's a critical part in the stewardess flight attendant's remarks that I forgot to give you. According to FAA regulations, in America, there cannot be an aircraft, hear me, that can go up in the air, watch this, without an emergency row. There's got to be one row on every plane that even if everybody else goes down, there's got to be one row, watch this, that's prepared to break the door down. So that everybody else, God help me, who's riding is going to find a way of escape. I don't know y'all like that, but I came to find out which row is the emergency exit. God said if I can just find one row of radical worshipers, every person connected to you is getting ready to find a way of escape. If you're sitting on an emergency exit, would you shout like you're kicking a door down? You cannot sit on the emergency exit row, God help me, if you are not mature. Hallelujah. No kids on the emergency exit row, because you got to be strong enough to pull the door open. God help me. God says I'm looking for a row that ain't shouting over cars, clothes, and money, but they're shouting because they want to see people deliver. I need you to grab your neighbor by the hand and say, neighbor, if you gonna sit on my row, you can't be cute, you can't be stuck up, you can't be sadistic. The whole church is waiting to see what we gonna do on our row. And when I praise him, somebody is gonna get delivered. When I shout, somebody is gonna find the exit. When I give God glory, somebody is gonna be set free. Y'all ain't gotta shout if you don't want to, but if you're sitting on the emergency exit,